Hola amigos, my name is Emma Bennet and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have just been filming a TikTok for my publisher to do with the upcoming release of my book, The Baby Plan. So I thought it might be a good time to chat to you guys about what exactly I'm expected to do regarding marketing my books as a traditionally published author. So to begin with, I should point out that if you have a contract with a publisher, there will be clauses in there that state that you are required to promote and market your work. There won't, however, be exact details of what you are expected to do on kind of a day-to-day basis or regarding when the book first comes out or continual promotion or anything like that. It's very general what's put in there, but it is part of that contract. Now, luckily for my publishers, I'm everywhere, basically. Obviously, I have this YouTube channel, but I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and X and TikTok and all of those things. So I'm pretty good author to have for them from that point of view, I imagine. But they have been really, really amazing about kind of not expecting me to do anything in particular and maybe suggesting things that I could do rather than actually saying this is what you need to do. And I think that's a very, very important point to make, is that everybody has their own boundaries, everybody has things that they're comfortable doing and that they're not. And if you are with a publisher and they ask you to do something that you're not happy to do, either because you're not happy to show your face on film or in photos or whatever, or if you're just not comfortable with doing an event or social media promotion or something like that, it is really important, obviously, that they take your needs into account and that you're not pushed into anything that you're not comfortable with. And I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to come to an arrangement about the things that you are happy to do and the things that you're not. Like I say, I've been doing YouTube now for a couple of years. I've been on social media promoting my books, both as a self-published author and a traditionally published author, for 11 years now. So it's fine. I'm happy to make the odd TikTok and things. And what's really, really great about my publisher is because they're pretty big, they have a whole social media team. So they will message me like they did a couple of days ago, and they will say, okay, so your new book's coming out next week and there's this trend that we've seen. So in this case, it was a trend where authors make a video where they say, here are 5 reasons why you definitely shouldn't read my new book. And so that's what I was filming just now. All I needed to do was to film the basic video, and then I sent the file over WeTransfer to their social media department, and they are going to edit it and add music and graphics and make it all look awesome for me. So that's completely brilliant from my point of view, because obviously I'm used to editing my own videos and doing things like that, but it's lovely when somebody who's an expert in that kind of thing sort of takes your raw material and goes and makes it awesome, because I'm really not great with technology at all. It's not something that I'm very comfortable with. It's not something that I have a huge interest in either, to be honest. And I'm also not great with fiddly technology bits, like, you know, fiddly bits of editing and adding all these cool things and stuff like that. I don't really get it. I am not of the TikTok generation, so they can just deal with that for me. So I'm more than happy to do things like that for them. Another thing that they do is that when I've got a book coming out, they will provide me with a whole load of graphics, which I can share on my social media. So again, I'm not being told exactly what I need to do. I'm not being told, you know, on Monday, you need to share this graphic on Instagram. On Tuesday, you need to share this on Facebook or anything like that. It's just, here are some really awesome graphics that we've made for you. There's a selection of them to use as you wish on social media. And it's up to me to decide how to do that. So in the last week or so, I shared a cover reveal for my new book, and then I've also shared some kind of updates on when it's going to be available and how to pre-order it. And then obviously on release day, I will be sharing everything again with links on where to buy and kind of any news that comes on release day. Another thing which I always make sure that I do is if somebody leaves a review of any of my books on Instagram or any other social media, I will make sure that I obviously thank them for it, and I will repost it or retweet it or whatever it is on whatever platform it is. I do also try to make sure that I do at least a few blog posts around the time of a book coming out to promote that particular book, as well as kind of blog posts in general, if I've been invited to do them, which are more about me as an author maybe, and generally about my books rather than about, one book in particular. So yeah, like I say, I'm more than happy to do that, and I'm pretty sure that there's something in those things that most authors would be prepared to do, even if it is just writing some blog posts, or maybe you're happy to share the cover of your book and things like that on social media, but not actual pictures of yourself with the book. Another great one is my author copies will be arriving soon, so that's a really kind of nice opportunity for a good photo, or maybe a reel or something like that, opening up that box and pulling out the copies. That is a fantastic moment for any author. The fact of the matter is that things have changed hugely in the publishing industry over the last kind of 20 years. And it's no longer the case that your publisher does everything for you and you can kind of just sit back and open up the champagne on your publication day, or even go on a fabulous book tour around America and maybe go and check out the billboard advertising your book in Times Square. Frankly, that's just not going to happen for the vast majority of us, and you are expected to do some form of marketing. And actually, it's quite fun. Some of the things are quite fun, and I do like the way that I have a social media team who will let me know if there's anything that they really think that I should do, or that, like a particular trend that I should be hopping on. I think that that's really, really useful, because I'm not as savvy as they are about that kind of thing. So having them there and, like I say, helping me with the technical side is really, really handy. I would say that there's definitely a lot less work that goes into the marketing that I do for my traditionally published books than the marketing that I need to do for my self-published books, purely because I know that there's a team there who are also putting out stuff which I'm able to use, I'm able to repost and things like that, and they have a nice big reach. So I'm able to take their graphics, I'm able to take the things that they're putting on social media and use them myself, and it's much easier just to kind of repost those and show those to my followers than to actually create them myself all the time. Let me just take a second to say that if you've enjoyed this video, please do make sure that you boop that like button and subscribe if you're not already, because we really do have a lot of fun over here. So I'd just like to conclude by saying that it really is up to the author, or it should be, and at least to a large extent, how much marketing you do if you are with a traditional publisher. It is in your own best interest to do as much as you can, or that you feel comfortable with, and across as many platforms as you can. Obviously, being aware that you need time to write, and being very aware of the platforms that your readers are going to be on as well. So nobody wants to waste their time. They really, really don't. So if you know that most of your readers will be on Instagram, for example, there's no point in concentrating your efforts on posting loads of stuff on X, even if X is the social media that you actually enjoy using the most. So basically, do what you can, but also be smart about what you do so that you're making the absolute best use of your time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it has been useful and has given you a little bit of an insight, if you didn't already know, just what you are expected to do regarding marketing as a traditionally published author. And I will catch you in the next one.